If I'm back, and I haven't really had an answer. But now, yeah, I'm thinking I'm back.
Let's go.
Thank you, guys. Thank you. Welcome, everyone, to the Peti Kish on Live. Happy Friday, everyone. I see some of you in the chat right there. Yeah, I had a lot of things to do. Besides that, I was looking at different things for the stream today, as well as I was going to multi-stream today, but that didn't work out. So I had to redo my whole setup again on OBS, and that kind of messed me up a bit. So it took me a while. I'm sorry, guys, if I was a little bit late. But I appreciate you guys all for coming by, lurking, watching, whatever you guys doing. Remember to like the stream and sub if you're new here. I appreciate it. If you like entertainment, pulp culture, gaming, movies, TV shows, all sorts of things on here we talk about with some common sense and critical thinking in between with everything. So we get some sort of interesting topics of the week. Usually we go through these and see what we can talk about. Bring the conversation to all of us. I'll bring the conversation to you so you guys can have a conversation as well. We have a lot of things to this week that happen. I don't know if I can go through all of them, but we're going to try to go through as many as I could for the week. It looks like I have Stream Elements has a bot. So I did the whole thing through Stream Elements. I was going to multi-stream today through YouTube, Rumble, and Kick, but it didn't work out. It's very weird, and I had to do it through Stream Elements, and Stream Elements was being annoying, and I just no, I don't want to do that. So That's what happened with that whole thing with Stream Elements. And now I'm trying to figure out with Stream Elements and all to make it work. But Kick is not working right now. Rumble's not working, so I was just like, fuck it. We're not doing that anymore. We're going to be doing something else with that. So this bot, I don't know how annoying this bot is going to be. But we're going to see today because I will definitely try to take this bot out if he gets annoying. So hopefully it doesn't moderate things that people actually want to talk about, have conversation with, and they just moderate it. But yeah, for sure. Yo, what's up, Emmy? Pogami's in the house. He was here. Yo, good luck. I have fun with the stream today. Wish I could stay. It's okay, man. I appreciate it. Did right back. I appreciate it, guy. My guy. Cool dude, guys. Definitely check him out. Pegasus Bros. He's been starting to stream himself. So he's been trying to stream, trying to make some content as well on his channel or on his other channel, Home of Gamers. I think that's what the name is. So he has 2 channels for that. So he's been streaming himself. Hopefully he gets some people to watch him where he plays games and different things he likes to talk to. Support him as well. Like to support a lot of content creators, small, big, large, you name it, middle. I like to support a lot of people that are like that. So, all right, we got that out of the way. Let's get into the topics of the week. But you know, guys, we gotta always start the week out with the indie games of the week. You already know what to do, guys. It's time for what we call indie games of the week.
For the indie game of the week.
All right. Indie game of the week. That intro is so good, guys. I love that intro. It's so good. Little bit of that intro does a lot for me. I like it. It's pretty fun. So, okay, guys. What we got here is, this game has been blowing up. I just heard of it, and it looked kind of dope. It's a 4-player co-op game, and it's called Far, Far West. It's on Steam. I'm not sure if it's on other platforms or not. No clue whatsoever. Let me zoom in for you guys. On Steam. It's called Far, Far West. It's out now. And yeehaw, cowboys! Team up in this chaotic 1 through 4 player co-op shooter. Journey to the far, far west to blast monsters, slinging spells, and complete missions and collect bounties. Work as a team to get in, get paid, and get out. Money alive. Mostly alive. My bad. Not money alive. Mostly alive. So, yeah. I'll show you guys a trailer for this game. I thought it looked kind of cool. I saw some people in my friends list were playing this game, and I was like, wait, what is this game? And it was trending, and I was like, what is this game? Never heard of it. So, yeah, it's early access still, like most games, and it's $17.99 right now, so $18, about so $18. It's out now. So this is an offer. It ends May 12th. So this is a discount right now. And then it goes up to about $20. So it's a discount right now. You can guys check this out. We'll watch a little trailer for this game real quick. Let's watch the trailer for this. Let's see what it's about. Crafting, mining, co-op. Horses. Far West out now. Yeah, it looks cool. It gives me Borderlands vibes, not gonna lie, with the 4-player co-op, and the style a little bit like it, but not fully like Borderlands. This is a little bit like, there's friend slop games that people play together, and it's a like streamer game. This is kind of like that. But I feel like there's actually some sort of, let's say, there's some sort of goal you're going to, but it's like more intense of a co-op game. So, yeah, it looks cool. I like the Western vibe, like a little steampunk a little bit here and there. I like it so far. I don't hate the game. It just looks good. It looks good, but I don't know. From what I've seen right now, it's overwhelmingly positive. I don't know. It's recommended, so not much negativity. I guess the negativity is, of course, it's going to have bugs. It's early access, so you know what's happening with this game. So, yeah. So definitely check it out. If you're interested in 4-player co-op, you could play this probably by yourself as well, but it's better with friends, obviously. So there you go. Far West. Now for the next game, we got this. Oh, wait, let me cancel. Whoa, we're back here again. Sub if you're new here. Forgot this. Just turning this off. All right. No, yes, we saw that. All right. For the next game, we got this game. And I've been talking about this game before, but it finally came out. It just came out on May 5th. There's a demo for this game if you like it to buy it. Or there's a demo if you like to try it out and then buy it. It's in early access. It's called Dead as Disco. I've talked about this game plenty, I think, on this channel a couple of streams ago when we were doing the indie showcase thing. But now it's officially out. It's early access. You can check it out. It still has bugs. They're still cleaning things out. But you can check the demo out. And I played the demo so many times that I'm going to be buying this game. Right now, it's $20. But if you want to support them, buy the Dead as Disco Superfan bundle, which is just you get the game and a streamer safe soundtrack volume 1. So that's another like $25.18 on there. It's on discount right now, so you could check this out. We'll watch the little trailer for it. This is really a really good game, guys. I recommend checking it out. This could be, if not, out of nowhere, came out of nowhere, could be my game of the year. Like, this is such a unique concept, and it's so cool, and I really like rhythm games. So music in general and then fighting mechanics with the rhythm is absolutely insane and awesome to see. It's like if you had Batman Arkham Asylum or Arkham City or whatever, one of the Batman Arkham games, and then you had Sifu and then you had Hi-Fi Rush. It feels like a mixture of those three games. If they had a baby, this would be that game. It's super fun, super intense. It can get crazy sometimes, and there's boss battles and all. I'll just let it show. I'll just let it play, and you guys can check it out. It's so good. Hopefully, no copyright because it's a music rhythm game. Hopefully, there's no copyright or anything with this one. No DMCA. Hopefully, on this one. If there is, I'm sorry. I'm gonna have to cut this out of the stream, but it is what it is. All right, here we go. Yup. Dead as Disco. There you go. May 5th, early access. You can check it out. You heard it right, that you can put your own music in this game, and that's badass. So it's like very synth wavy, but also there's a lot of different types of music. There's rock and roll, there's rap, hip hop. There's, a bunch of different types of music in this, and it has a really unique, cool, like anime art style to it too. So yeah, it is a very difficult game though. Just saying, it's not going to be easy, and it has a learning curve to it. You unlock different moves as you progress. And yeah, you could put in your own music into this game. So if you have an MP3 file of a song you like, you put it in here, and then you have to change the tempo of the song to the beat of when you're fighting. So if you do that, if it's a slower paced song, your fighting movement will be slower punches and slower kicks and stuff. If it's a fast paced, it's going to go, it's going to go like super fast if it's fast paced music. So it's super cool, and it's to the beat of each punch and each kick. And it's super fun where you could do waves of enemies. They also have like a boss rush mode too. It's insane. It's pretty fun. And they're going to have like a multiplayer aspect to it too. So really cool game. I wish I recorded some gameplay for you guys, but I played the demo tons of times, and I've modded the heck out of it because it was so cool. I had a blast with this game. So definitely check this out. I would recommend this a bunch. And could be or might not be, but I think it will be on my definitely top list of Game of the Year contenders. It'll definitely be up there for sure. Because if not, Indie Game of the Year for sure. So just letting you guys know with that, with Dead as Disco. Definitely check it out. If you ever seen mods online right now, they all have like Michael Jackson mods going on. So yeah, it's pretty crazy. Okay, guys. Let's get into other topics of what's going on this week. Real quick. If my internet's being really poopy right now, but try to figure it out as I go. What is going on with the internet right now? It's not moving. It's not moving. I don't know why it's not moving. It's just staying still right now. Okay. So here we go. Hopefully this can work out. Hopefully it can. Okay. All right, guys. Remember last time we were talking about Zach Creggers, then why Resident Evil if it's not adapting the games? Okay. That's what most fans want, right? There's a kind of no winning there if I were to tell Leon's story, because the games do such a great job, it would just be kind of redundant and disappointing. Well, shit, then why even make it? So I posted with that. This is a better title then. And I think Pegasus bro, Pagami, he said this too, and it was really good. So I just did that. Evil resident. And then it says, looks like the residents here are evil, question mark.
Hey, yo, what the fuck?
This is what the title should be. Since it's not Resident Evil, it's Evil Resident. Just like, try to copy the name, but don't copy it. Try to copy the game, but don't copy it. That's what it is. So I just like reversed it. It's so dumb, but that's how it is. So again, this movie, I don't know how it's going to be looked upon, if fans are going to love it or not for Resident Evil fans, or it's just going to be Zach Creger fans that like this movie. Don't know. I think it's going to be very polarizing. And I just have a gut feeling that it's going to be a good horror movie, but not a Resident Evil movie, if you get my drift with that. And that's what disappoints most people, that I wish this was just a Resident Evil movie. Why is it so hard? Just give us the fucking Spencer Mansion Resident Evil 1 with Chris and Jill and the others, Barry, Wesker, all these characters, Rebecca, all these characters. Just give us the STARS members. Just do that story. It's not that difficult. But guess what? I think it is, because Capcom makes it difficult. If you know anything, I think Dusk Golem, the leaker, he said that the reason why, and then I think the others have said it. I could be wrong. I could be wrong about this. Allegedly, I don't know if this is true or not. I just heard that the reason why Capcom and Constantine Films, who are pretty much making these Resident Evil movies since the Mila Jovovich ones, the Paul Anderson ones, it's because they can do Resident Evil, but they cannot take the source material to the fullest, just alter the material. So Capcom is the fault here with this, that the reason why they can't do a faithful adaptation of Resident Evil is because Capcom has the okay on it. And I think they wrote some sort of contract with Constantine Films that they can do Resident Evil, but they cannot follow the main story. So the reason why a lot of these mishaps are happening, and the closest was probably Welcome to Raccoon City, is because it doesn't feel like authentic and it's just a mismatch of different things. It's because of Capcom themselves. So Constantine cannot do this. I don't know if this is true or not. I'm just saying, I've heard this before. And it would make sense why he's creating his own creatures, why it's not just all zombies, why he's doing a different story completely. I bet you he probably wanted to do it like a Resident Evil 4 movie. Like straight up, he always talks about Resident Evil 4. So it could be many factors, or he just wanted to use the IP itself and get his credibility, I would say, that he is a serious movie director and writer. So he wanted to make this movie either way if he got Resident Evil or not. So that pretty much says it all, that he didn't really care about that much, but he understands it. He's still a fan of it in some way. Don't know how much of a fan he is, but yeah, that's what all I have to say about Resident Evil Zach Kreger. Real quick with that one. Okay. Let's get out of that one. Okay. And the more Resident Evil guys for you guys. If you haven't seen this yet. Let's see. Okay. More Resident Evil news for you guys. The mini game we've been waiting for to come out for Resident Evil Requiem is out now. So they just shadow dropped it last night. I saw it, but I didn't try it out or anything yet. But I just saw it and I was like, what the heck? Where did this come from? So the game verse, it's Leon Must Die Forever. That's what the game mode's called. A new free bonus minigame is available now in Resident Evil Requiem. Unlocks after finishing the main story, which I still have to beat. But I already saw the whole game itself. Me and my brother played through it. But I still got to play it myself as well, just the whole thing. But in general, yeah. I already talked about what I thought about the whole thing in general. But besides that, you know, I thought it was fine. It wasn't my favorite Resident Evil per se. I thought it was just okay. It was fine, but it wasn't. It had some problems too. But here we go. So unlocks after finishing the main story, has a roguelike / permadeath elements, which I'm like, okay, so it's raid mode, roguelike elements to it where you go through each level. It's pretty much the story elements where Leon's in. It's just those parts, but you redo them again with like a health bar meter on it. You'll see it here. Features stronger enemy variants and timed combat. Lets you unlock special enhancer abilities for Leon. Includes multiple difficulties, ranks, and a final boss fight. So you fight Gideon at the final boss fight in each round, pretty much. But it like mix matches you, changes the what areas you're gonna go into and stuff like that. So it's not Mercenaries, which I really wanted, this is why it's sort of disappointing, but I understand people are like, I really wanted more of just Leon's combat because Leon's combat was pretty good, you know? And more people just wanted more of that. So you got more of that. It's just, it's kind of like, I don't know, it's kind of half-baked, I say. It is a pretty hefty mode. It's just, you're just going through the story elements again. Just with enemies, you see their health bars, they're a little bit stronger, and you're upgrading and you're getting abilities as you go and trying to survive. If you die, you cannot save, you cannot do anything, you restart again and again. So it's like, okay, it's cool and all. It's cool for like a couple of, probably like an hour or two, and then it probably just lingers and it's like, I don't know about this one. It's not like Mercenaries. And the Mercenaries, the cool part about Mercenaries, and I wish they did that, which they didn't, is you could play other characters and they have different loadouts. And I thought that was really cool where you just have to survive. They could have done this too. Besides Leon, they could have done Grace. They could have done Zeno. They could have done Gideon. They could have done other characters in the Resident. Oh, they could. Since it's like the 30th anniversary, they could have even added like Jill, Claire, Leon, or Chris, all these characters, Ada, like a bunch of other characters in this game for like an anniversary. Wesker, Barry, Rebecca. Like there's tons of characters they can still add that would still be an amazing thing to do, but it would be so much work because they have to do arena versions of these maps, and the maps in this game are not that big, to be honest. Besides the Raccoon City version, I guess everything else is kind of tiny. There's a lot of tiny areas. So yeah, so let's see. This is the gameplay thing they showed.
I'll keep our friends busy. make this quick.
There you go, guys. Available now. So this is the game mode everyone was wanting. People are thinking Fort Survivor for another honk run. Nope. People are thinking Mercenaries with the music, which the music was right, the leaked music. I heard that in this mode. Nope, it wasn't Mercenaries. Maybe something from Revelations 2 kind of like raid thing. Nope. What is it? The one with Resident Evil 3 Remake had that thing. Nope. No other thing. It's just its own thing with just Leon going through it. It's kind of like in like DMCA, or not DMCA, DMC, Dante Must Die or whatever. It's kind of like that. So that's what it is, and that's it. Still doesn't make RE9 better. The base game is still horrendous. Haunted house walking simulation. Leon's return, a Raccoon City, was poorly done. A true slap in the face of rushed nostalgia with story that makes zero sense. So there you go. Some people are like, raid mode, but it's pre-alpha. Yep, pretty much. Yeah, it's kind of like just a quick one. We just added it in there. I'm not complaining too much, but I just wish more, because I do like Mercenaries a bit more. It is free, so if you have the game, you get this already. Now, I'm more intrigued now what they're going to do for the story DLC moving forward now than this. This, I was kind of hyped if there was Mercenaries, but now I'm like, yeah, it's okay. It's just a one-and-done thing. It's like, I don't know. Maybe some people like the roguelike element. I really don't care for it that much, but that's just me, though. My personal take of that. All right. So we got that one done. Resident Evil. All right. There's another quick one, guys. There's a lot of Nintendo stuff that is dropping recently, and which we're going to get into real hard with the Star Fox as well. So, this just came up by Pirate Nation. Takanishi Tezuka, a longtime Nintendo executive and close collaborator with Shigeru Miyamoto, is retiring as executive officer effectively June 26, 2026. Uh-oh. He played a major role in creating early hits like Super Mario Bros. And The Legend of Zelda for the NES, helping establishing Nintendo's core game design principles over his decades at the company. Well deserved. So, like I said, all the old heads that started, I would say start like this gaming boom, like Nintendo and Xbox, PlayStation, the gaming boom that happened, and of course PC too. A lot of them are getting now old, and I feel old too now. And everyone's retiring, leaving these companies, and a lot of young heads are coming in now. And it's kind of weird to see that a lot of these in these industries now, they're leaving because they've been there for such a long time, and now they've created so much, they've done so much, and now it's done. You would think they would have predecessors that would follow their shoes, right? I don't know if that's true or not. There are some that will probably work harder with others, but there are some who are just given the ranks and the key to everything, and they just mishap and mismanage things like crazy. So, good for him. I hope he has a good retirement, has a good life after that. He created some of the craziest with Miyamoto, Mario Brothers, Zelda, and all this. He worked hard with that. So, yeah, absolutely insane. Sad to see Tazuka Go, Mario and Zelda Legend deserved retirement after decades shaping Nintendo. Thanks for the classics. Yep. So yeah, it's so weird now. It's just sad that a lot of these people are leaving now, the old heads, and a lot of people that started these companies and stuff. Milimoto's also going up there. He's gonna soon or whenever he's gonna feel it, and he's probably gonna go and retire. I hope he has a predecessor, some sort of one to take over the reins, with the imagination, because without Milimoto, you really don't have Nintendo anymore. Like, you don't have Iwata, you don't have Reggie, you don't have any of these big names anymore besides Milimoto. After Milimoto, of all the imagination, all the characters he created and stories he told, do you even have Nintendo anymore? Can Nintendo create new characters, new storylines, new gameplay mechanics, and stuff like that? I don't know, but we will see in the future what will happen with this. So, yeah, I just wanted to bring that one up. Okay, and we got more here with Nintendo. I just saw this. Breaking news, guys. I just saw this today. Switch 2 price increase confirmed by Nintendo.
Holy
Dude, it was only last year. It was only a year. And already we're getting increase in price. I was like, Nintendo is still holding on. Everyone's increasing. Xbox, PlayStation, everyone's increasing. Nintendo was still holding the front. But the pressure got to them, and they're also increasing their system and everything else. So let's read into this. This is Insider Gaming. Nintendo's president has confirmed the price increase of the Switch 2, the regular Switch as well, guys, and the NSO, the online service. That's kind of disappointing. Last week, we were informed that Nintendo's investors were worried about their current gen console being deeply profitable. Hence, the company was under pressure to raise the console's price. Now the official announcement has arrived, with the Switch 2 costing $50 more, which is not really a big of a deal. $50 more, like, you know, you got the bundle with Mario Kart World. It's already $500. Now you got the $450. I guess it's like, yeah, it's $50 more. It's not like a huge jump, but yeah, I think originally this is what they wanted to be $500. They wanted to stay in the $400 range, but I think originally they wanted $500. I think so. Switch 2 price increased to $500 effectively from September 2026. Nintendo confirms, price increase for its products and services, including the Switch, Switch 2, and Nintendo Switch Online. In the United States, the price of Switch 2 has been increased from $449.99 to $499.99. And then there's others like Europe, £469.99 to £499.99, and so on, other places. Even I think Japan is affected by this, and Japan had the cheapest version. The price revisions, my bad, will be implemented from September 1st, 2026 in the United States, Canada, and Europe. Coming to prices in Japan, the Switch 2 has been its price increase from 49,980 yen to 59,980 yen. The Switch OLED model has seen the price go up as well. The base Switch jumped up, Switch Lite, and the price increase Japan will take effect on May 25th, 2026. Yikes. So they have it even earlier. Japan's going to have an increase. Along with the Switch 2 and Switch price increase, NSO and expansion pack prices have also increased for all tiers. The price increase for NSO will take effect on July 1st, 2026. Oh my goodness. Whoa. Wow. And I was going to say, woohoo. And I was going to be like, wow. Not really that. Yeah, we knew this is gonna happen, but I was just saying, I would be like, should I get a Switch 2? I'm not feeling it. There's no games I really want that I will still want to play on Switch 2, to be honest. And I'm still kind of just I'll just wait and see. Maybe when like a new Smash Brothers comes out or something, I might check it out, get a Switch, but I don't know. But yeah, that's pretty much it. The NSO, Switch 2, and the regular Switches are all getting a price hike up, guys. So get the Switch 2 or a Switch before it's gonna be more expensive. Just letting you know, just get it now, I guess, if you can. If not, I guess wait. Like I'm gonna wait. I'm just gonna wait, to be honest. I don't really care if it's 500 because everything's going up already, and it's kind of annoying that all of these companies are just raising the price. It's getting to the point where it's just getting, it's a lot of nonsense. I can also blame it on greed. It's not just because, everyone else is doing it, you have to do it. Like, no, Nintendo could have just set that price and just stayed there. But they're like, no, the investors are going to say, you're going to be losing money. What are you doing? You're going to be left behind. Like, they were pressured to do it, and they were pressured many times to do things. But I have a feeling their starting price, they wanted 500. So you could see that with the Mario Kart bundle. But now it's just official that it's going to be more. So there you go, guys. There you go, guys, with that. Let's get into this big topic here again. I'm just going to go through this right now. Why not? So this is about Insider Gaming as well. And it says, GameStop CEO confirms $55 billion proposal to buy eBay. This would be insane if this goes through. I don't know if it went through already, but this would be insane if GameStop buys out eBay. Because a lot of people still use eBay to sell or get things on that site. So GameStop, how they have this much money, I do not know. Could be the stocks. I don't know. I have no clue. But let's read a little bit into this. GameStop wants to buy eBay. The proposal will see Ryan Cohen take up a dual CEO role overseeing both GameStop and eBay, and likely securing one half of the payday for doing so. The proposal stressed that he will be compensated solely based on the performance of the combined company. GameStop would require eBay with a stake comprising 50% cash and 50% GameStop stock, with a shareholders given the option to choose with a prorated final mix arranged. Okay. The substantial offer price was noted as being 46% higher than eBay's price before GameStop started buying shares in February 2026, and it's 36% above the 90-day average price, showing a hefty bid in going into the accusation. So, yeah, they are really wanting to get their hands on eBay. So GameStop, I don't know how GameStop's even relevant anymore. Like, GameStop has been trying to, on their socials, trying to come back, trying to be, I don't even know what games. GameStop's all over the place. I have no clue what they're doing. But whatever they're doing, sometimes I laugh at, and sometimes they are pretty based in some areas, and I laugh at it, and it's pretty good. It's pretty funny here and there. But a lot of GameStop, I don't know. There's something about it. I'm just confused, to be honest. I'm just confused what they're doing here. When two-tailed, I don't know. The acquisition will be valued at around $55 billion, with up to $9.4 billion of the coming from GameStop cash and liquid investments, and up to $20 billion coming from financial options. This isn't just an acquisition endeavor, but a recovery one. GameStop wants to tidy things up at eBay and claim it can cut $2 billion per year from the company's operating expenses, including up to a $1.2 billion from sales and marketing. Okay. By using this 1,600 GameStop stores across the United States, eBay would effectively become part of the firm's distribution network. Recently, GameStop confirmed that every store in the nation would start accepting retro gaming technology in trade, likely in anticipation of their acquisition. Okay, so yeah, I think that's what they want eBay for. They just want a place they can distribute, ship, and do things. Since they're pushing really to GameStop's really pushing into like retro gaming and stuff, and a lot of older stuff and physical distribution, I think eBay will be the next step for them to do that. So, if people are selling things, they get like a cut or something, or it's going to be balanced between both, kind of deal. So, very interesting, and this is just surprising, to be honest, for me, and I did not see this coming. GameStop always surprises me on what they're doing, and also I am very confused always what they're doing, but if this goes through, this will be a crazy thing that happens, that this could change GameStop for the better or worse, It could be a little bit of both, I would say. But, yeah, that's pretty much it with GameStop and eBay. Want to bring that up real quick. Okay, what else we got here? Let's talk about Mortal Kombat 2, the movie. So, the movie's out now, guys. And all I'm hearing is it's good. It's pretty good. That's what I'm hearing. It's pretty good. It's nothing crazy like the Mario Galaxy movie that came out. It's nothing crazy. It's okay. It's good. It's good. It's a good movie. You're going to have a fun time. That's what I'm hearing so far, because I kind of want to watch this. I'm going to try tomorrow to go to the movie theaters and watch this movie, and I'll give you my thoughts about it after the thought with this movie, and I will do like a review or anything for this movie. But I just wanted to give you my 2 cents and about this. So IGN themselves, the bar for video game movie sequels isn't very high, but Mortal Kombat 2 not only clears the bar, it twirls it around like a bow staff, and they gave it an 8. And a lot of critics are not liking this movie. Now, if I go to Rotten Tomatoes, for instance, here, let me refresh real quick. I think I saw them. They weren't really liking this movie because dudes are dudes and women are women. I don't know, and they don't like that, but here it is. See, So 68% rotten, and then a tomato meter. It's pretty good. It's not bad. It's 68%. That's good. And then the audience score, popcorn meter, 97 or 90%. So people are enjoying it. Now, Rotten Tomatoes, we know they like to mess with numbers and stuff. So let's check out Criticlist, which is more accurate, I would say. And definitely check me out on Criticlist because I am making reviews on that here. So, okay, this seems more reasonable, I think, than the 90% and 68%. 73% audience score with 22 votes right now. Okay, so this is brand new. Again, people are still watching this. This could increase like Michael Jackson movie did. That was like 88%. This is 73%. I could see this. I could see this in the 70s. I don't think it's going to be 80s. I think it's going to be sitting in the 70s, just like the Mario movie did, or Mario 2 movie. I could see this for sure. So what I've heard about this movie is it's good if you're a Mortal Kombat fan. If you don't know anything about Mortal Kombat, you're still going to have fun. But it also, like the first movie, you know, it was more serious. They were trying to do a more serious tone and try to put some funny elements in there. This one's more trying to be, yes, there's serious parts, but it's mostly just pure action, and it's the tournament with some funny elements in it too. And a better character, because Johnny Cage feels like a better character because it's more in line with the games. It's a character in the games than Cole is, because Cole was like a made-up character. So that already is a positive. And I didn't hate the first movie. I might rewatch it tonight, actually. Rewatch the first movie and do a review of it again. Because I didn't hate the first movie. I thought it was okay. It was fine. It wasn't like anything too special. It wasn't my favorite. But I thought it was fine. It was a good movie. This one might be a little bit better from what I've seen because of the tournament. But I don't know. I really want to check it out myself to figure out, because I did the thing with Mortal Kombat versus Street Fighter right now for like movies. Which one is going to do better? And I kind of want to watch both. So I'm probably going to watch this movie tomorrow if I can. If not, I'll see you another time. But I would like to check this out and tell you what I think about this movie later down the line. So, yeah. Mortal Kombat is doing okay. Pretty good. 73%. I think it's going to go up probably to like a 75, I would say. If not, leave there. I don't think it's going to go lower. Here's one voter that picked 50%, so that went really low. Why is it 50? Look, I love Mortal Kombat. This is Blaine. Blaine, the main guy of the site. Holy shit. Let's see what Blaine did. He gave it a 50. Okay. So 50 is still good. It's not bad. It's decent, literally decent. So here we go. What does Blaine have to say? The creator of Criticlist. Look, I love Mortal Kombat. I also love movies that respect the fans. This has both of those things, but god dang, this movie is rough. Really? Huh. The only thing keeping it alive is fan service and Kano. Otherwise, this is pretty mid at best across the board. I could see that. I said the same thing pretty much for the first movie. Mortal Kombat 2 has some decent fight scenes, costumes, and lots of callbacks to the games. With that being said, that's where the good stops. This movie is riddled with terrible writing. Okay. Setting, editing, and a messy story. It's bad when you have a full IMAX theater that's dead silent, aside from one dude losing his mind through nearly every joke, big event. That's crazy. I'm not going to call it unwatchable or discourage people from seeing this. I had a fine enough time, and I lean into the R-rated nature of the series definitely helps. It's a brutal and over-the-top like it should be, but it's also weirdly bland. I have no interest in coming back to this movie ever again. I found it to be shocking meh. That's a lot of potential that is ultimately wasted. Okay. So another movie that he thinks is very meh. Okay. Language, none. F-bomb and such. Oh, well. Violence, it's at R-rated. Mortal Kombat, nudity, none. Entertainment value, a bit more. Family friendly, no. Political bias, slightly left. Some girl bossing, spotted. Oh, some girl bossing, spotted. All right. Interesting. So Blaine didn't really like it too much, but he had an okay time with it. Not like Michael Jackson, obviously. This person also, who's this, is Odin? Awful. Absolutely. After the awful reboot. Oh, it's... Okay, so... 56. Okay, so a lot of the... There are some people that really like it, and then there are some people that just don't like it, or it's just mid as fuck. Okay, so very mixed. Okay, what did I'm trying to think what I gave... Let me go on my profile real quick. I want to see what I gave Mario movie. So I gave Mario movie, I think, the same amount as the second one. Because I feel like they're both so similar. 65? Okay, I gave it 65, the first one, and the second one. Okay, so I give it a rad. Even though the movies weren't anything to talk about, they were definitely 65. Okay. Yeah, I could see that, yeah, for these 65. I could even put it even lower than that. They're not 70s. I don't think they're that amazing movies either. But yeah. Yeah, it was pretty bad. Silent Hill, oh my god, this movie was so bad. Return to Silent Hill was such a bad movie. Mortal Kombat 2 has to be better than this. There's no way you can fuck it up that bad. But yeah, so it's mixed right now with Mortal Kombat. We will see what happens with that, because I am intrigued to see more of what they do with Mortal Kombat in that situation. All right. All right, guys. Let's get into the next one here. This one's glitched. I don't know why it's glitching out. Let's talk about Star Wars. It's been a while. We haven't talked about Star Wars in a minute. So, what's happening with Star Wars is May the 4th happens. So May the 4th, everyone. Star Wars Day, the corporate holiday. They do that every year when Star Wars is actually way later, the real date. But we got this trailer. So this is Star Wars, The Mandalorian and Grogu, Generations, in theaters May 22nd. So Mandalorian and Grogu, there's no traction for this movie. Everything I see about this movie, it's just shills posting stuff. And there's no actual excitement for this movie. More people were excited for Mortal Kombat 2 or even Street Fighter or anything else. No one's talking about Mandalorian Grogu. I don't see it in my feed. I don't see anything about this movie. It's absolutely just silent. No one cares. Mandalorian Grogu was, it was getting numbers when first Disney Plus came in, season 1, season 2. And then it started dwindling, and no one really cares about Mando and Grogu. Again, they were just rip-off Yoda, and rip off Boba Fett. Kind of characters. They became cool characters later down the line, but after a while, they got a little bit annoying, to be honest. I'm not a big fan of The Mandalorian. I think Endor is a better series than Mandalorian now. Mandalorian's pretty lacking. I don't like it as much as I used to. But check this trailer out, because this trailer shows a lot. This is like May the 4th. They're trying to get the movie going, as well as just bring in a lot of nostalgia, I would say, and be like, you remember this? Remember how good it used to be? Remember this? And then they show you the new stuff, and you're like, aw. The Disney stuff, and you're like, aw. The prequels, the OG. Yeah, check this out.
Hey, kid. The old protect the young, and then the young protect the old. This is the way.
Oh, come on, dude.
Anakin Skywalker, meet Obi-Wan Kenobi.
You're the closest thing I have to a father.
Whatever I do it to protect you.
I need help.
You need a teacher.
Pass on what you have learned. We are what they grow beyond.
He's no longer a foundling. I will adopt him as my own.
Let it be written in song that Din Djarin is accepting this foundling as his son.
Fucking Mando, Pedro Pascal or Din Djarin should have just left Grogu with Luke. Straight up. Grogu should have been with Luke. And I don't want to see this time bullshit, because I heard there's some coping going on that Grogu is Yoda from the past or whatever, the future, and he'll go into the past. So they're going to do like a time loop thing. I don't want to. If that's true, that's going to be such bullshit that this is Yoda. Completely bullshit.
Strap in. Before going into harm's way, check your armor.
I like this kid.
I like this kid. Yikes. Yeah, it's a trailer. But did you see the beginning parts? The memories. Phantom Menace, Revenge of the Sith, Clone Wars, freaking the OG. Where's the OG? Not this, not Rey. They had the OG here. Luke Skywalker, Ben Kenobi, They know that you love this. They know, okay, this is bullshit. The Rise of Skywalker is bullshit. It's BS. But they know, they show you this, and you're like, oh, this is what Star Wars is all about, right? Okay, it can be more than the lightsabers, obviously, but it's like, it was so good. What happened to Star Wars? What really happened to Star Wars? How did it fall this much? Like, I want Star Wars to be good. I really do, but it's not. It's just not. Star Wars is shite now. It really is. Let me show you. Let me show you. Remember this? Remember this, guys? How did we go from this in 1999 to this? Remember this? Oh, this might be copyright, actually. There we go. Remember this? Darth Maul, Obi-Wan, Qui-Gon. This is just lightsaber duels. And then in the 2005s, fucking Obi-Wan Anakin, one of the greatest duels of all time. Darth Vader versus Obi-Wan or Ben Kenobi or Anakin. Dude, this is one of the best choreographed. And then you got, this is 2019. Ugh! One hit. Wait a little bit. Ugh. 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 Wow, I know it's trying to be like memey. It's trying to be like, oh, this sucks. What happened to Star Wars? This is by Mean Bastard, but it is true though. Like the combat in the sequel trilogy was just ass. Like the lightsaber duels, and then you had the prequels. Like they didn't show the OG because the OG barely had lightsaber duels too. It was just Luke and Darth Vader. That was it. They didn't have much. The prequels peaked because of the lightsaber duels. That's where they really, I don't know, something happened in the prequels. I know some people throw shade at the prequels. I like the prequels. I don't hate them. I like the OGs more, but I do like the prequels too. Because the prequels had amazing new characters established, amazing combat choreography, like a bunch of things that they did well. You know, some of the story was kind of meh, but it was still very cool in how it was integrated, especially Revenge of the Sith, which is like top tier of the prequels. That was so good. I watched that so many times as a kid. I also like Phantom Menace. Clone Wars was kind of meh. The only thing I liked about Clone Wars is Jango Fett because he's the GOAT. But besides that, and Dooku. Dooku was kind of cool. Yeah. Yeah, Django was the coolest, though. But yeah, that was pretty much it for that one. Like, what happened, dude? What happened to Star Wars? Absolutely trash. Star Wars just got trashed on. Here's more memes, though. I don't know if you guys saw this. This is by Natural Derp. Happy Revenge of the Fifth. Pawn Stars. If you've seen Pawn Stars AI videos, they do this with Star Wars characters. They did one with General Grievous. This is the new one with Boba Fett. Pawn Stars Boba Fett tries to pawn Han Solo in Carbonite Part 1. Hope you enjoy the first part of the second rendition of Pawn Stars. Let's watch this. This is so stupid and funny.
Hey, buddy. I'm going to need you to take the helmet off. It's store policy.
Not happening.
All right.
I would like to sell this to you.
Hold on. Is that of Han Solo?
Yes.
The famous smuggler?
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
This is incredible craftsmanship. They got the face perfect. It really feels like he's trapped in there.
Yeah.
What's it made of?
Carbonite.
Industrial?
Yes.
Where'd you get it?
A job.
Oh, like you commissioned it?
Something like that. I was hired to deliver this item to Jabba the Hutt. The contract had complications. I need liquidity. That is all.
So how much are you looking to get for it?
100,000.
Smuggler memorabilia like this, it's a niche market. Look, I'll give you $20.
Try again.
You know what? Let me get an expert in here to take a look at it.
Good idea.
$20 for it. No. That's so good. That's so good. AI, like, this is what AI was created for, just for this dumb shit. Like, funny, memey stuff like this. Like, straight up. That's all it was created for. Like, it's so good. So good, guys. That's so funny. Boba Fett. Boba Fetish. Anyone remembers Boba Fetish? That was one of those too. But there's more, guys. Star Wars. Saw this one too. Now, I don't know how factual this is, but this is by Culture Crave. Most streamed Star Wars projects by generation. Gen Alpha, ages 2 to 13, The Mandalorian. I question that. I don't know about that one. Gen Z, ages 14 to 29, The Clone Wars. Okay, I could see that. They like The Clone Wars. The cartoon show. See, I'm not a big fan of The Clone Wars. I like the one made by the Samurai Jack, the Tchaikovsky one. I think that one was way cooler. The animations were better. The CGI, like, animations for the Clone Wars, I didn't like. Maybe some of the story stuff were really good in it. It's just, I thought the other one looked better. Millennials, age 30 to 45. This is my crowd right here. Endor was pretty good. Endor, I think, was the next evolution of a serious tone Star Wars show. Feeling like they had like the politics and the scandals and all sorts of things. It had the Game of Thrones-esque to it. I could see that. Gen X, ages 46 to 61. Endor. Even Gen X is like, yeah, Endor's pretty good. Baby boomers, age 62 to 80. The Mandalorian. Interesting. So we got the smallest generation and the oldest generation watching The Mandalorian. Very interesting. And in the middle, you got Clone Wars and Andor. Okay. That's crazy. Andor connecting with millennials and Zeros causes their watching it to happen in real life. I wonder what draws Andor to millennials and Gen X. They just like better stories because Andor was just a better told story. That's why. Gen Z is based. Clone Wars is peak. 2 George Lucas films dominated. Yeah. Yeah. It was peak. Discovery. Yeah. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, there's a lot of people who say that. I'm just looking at what others saying here. Millennials, I'm surprised about Gen Z. Good taste. Like, people like Clone Wars more than Andor. I understand that, but Andor feels like the next evolution of making it more serious, but also feel like Star Wars. Clone Wars, but this one. Yes, I agree. This one was so good, the TV series in 2003. This one, I would agree with. Now, the Clone Wars that we got now, not a big fan of. Not a big fan of. Sorry, but I'm not a fan of this one. I think it's too kiddie now. Especially like the early years of Clone Wars. It's only like the seasons like way before, way after. They were just complete ass. I tried watching them and I just fell asleep. I just can't take these shows. They weren't made for me. And the other ones I could still watch today. The Chavkovsky one, the Samurai Jack dude who made them. They're so much better. There's maybe, I don't know. The animations were better. It was just more gritty. I don't know. I liked it better. But yeah, that was pretty interesting too, though. Star Wars generational thing going on here. And what else we got here? Oh, here we go. So a lot of people are not watching the sequel trilogy really anymore. So Culture Crave, this was from 2025, if I'm correct. I'm not sure. Andor was the most watched project on the last Star Wars day. Yeah, this is 2025. They found out. The top 3 movies were A New Hope, The Phantom Menace, and The Empire Strikes Back. Okay. Pretty good. I also like Phantom Menace. I like all of these here. No films from the sequel trilogy made the overall top 10, which is right here, guys. Check this out. Top 10 most streamed Star Wars titles in May 4th, 2025. This was last year. Andor was number 1 because that was the newest thing that came out, obviously. Number 2, Star Wars A New Hope. Makes sense. First Star Wars. 3, Star Wars The Phantom Menace. 4th, The Star Wars Empire Strikes Back. One of the greatest Star Wars movies, in my opinion. Empire Strikes Back is number 1. Right next to it, number 5th, is Star Wars Revenge of the Sith, which is, I think, the second best Star Wars movie of all time. These two, Empire and Revenge of the Sith, can be reversed, and I would be okay too. You know, and then number 6, Star Wars Attack of the Clones. I probably the weakest of the prequels for me. Number 7, Star Wars Return of the Jedi. Oh, that was also a really good one. Number 8, Rogue One, a Star Wars story. Okay, whatever. Probably because of Endor, people wanted to check it out. Number 9, Star Wars Tales of the Underworld. Okay. That one was kind of mid. Or actually, it wasn't mid. It kind of stunk. I don't remember. Star Wars The Clone Wars, the show. And yeah, that's it. No, if you notice, nothing. It's the OG and prequels. Nothing in the sequels. So the sequels are not doing shit anymore. The sequels are completely trash, dude. Even here, Geeks and Gamers. Star Wars streaming viewership numbers prove no one is watching Sequel Trilogy or The Acolyte. Well, of course, The Acolyte, no one's watching. But the Sequel Trilogies now, too? Dude, it has nothing but member berries in the sequels. And it's just trashed and tarnished all of the original OT characters. It straight did that. It trashed everything. It did. And I feel bad because Daisy Ridley, a lot of these actors, Oscar Isaac, Adam Driver, a lot of the actors did what they had to work with. And I thought they were good choices for the characters. All these characters were good choices. It's just, it wasn't the characters' fault why they stunk or the actors' fault. It was the writing. The writing was ass. The storytelling was ass. A lot of it just was confusing, and they did not have a vision of where this story will end up at the very end. They didn't have. They were making it as they went with the stories, the 3 movies, and this is why no one's watching it. No one gives a shit about these anymore. So now, because of that, guys, we get into this, and this is a big. Take this with a huge grain of salt. But if this is true, this would be a crazy take from Disney if they actually make this legit a thing. So rumor, again, it's a big rumor, Disney to remove Star Wars Sequel Trilogy from the timeline to resume focus on original characters.
Holy shit.
That's absolutely insane. Now, this is a huge thing. If this is true, Ray's crying, this could be self-correcting itself where, Kathleen Kennedy stepped down now, and this could be a little push to self-correct and bring back the EU stories with George Lucas from the past and make it and canonizing them back into Disney. This could change a lot. Now, some people are speculating if this is true, the timeline thing, the world between worlds, we got an Ahsoka show where Anakin was fighting Ahsoka, the world between worlds, they could just reboot again and start fresh with a new sequel trilogy. Like, this timeline was a really, I don't know, this is like timeline 1, and then they're doing timeline 2 or something, or this is the real timeline, so this timeline failed, and this timeline better, kind of deal. They could do that, but that would retcon so much things. It would change a lot of things. And you can't have Princess Leia anymore, or Han, or Luke anymore. You can't have any of these characters because 2 of them are super old now, and one of them is not living anymore. So you still got Chewie, C-3PO, R2-D2, all these characters still, but a lot of these characters are old now. They're older. So they're going to have to recast, and I said that, if they ever do this, and I think this is what it is, with Dave Filoni, he's making his whole universe with The Mandalorian, Ahsoka, like all these shows are intertwining into like a big Avengers moment where they fight Thrawn. I think that's what's going to happen. And after that, if that flops, they're just going to reboot and remake the first Star Wars, A New Hope again, with recasting Luke, Han, Leia, Ben Kenobi, Darth Vader. Everyone's going to be recast, and they're going to remake the OG. Straight up. Because that's where it's going to lead to. If they have no idea what they're doing anymore, and they messed up so much and mix match the EU George Lucas stories, that will be the next move. Or they actually do the sequels again, and what they do this time, since they can't use the actors anymore, the OG actors who played Han, Luke, and Leia, they're gonna recast, and they're gonna do the story that George had for them from the beginning, the blueprint of what he wanted to make another trilogy about. The kids or whatever, for Luke, Han, and Leia and stuff like that, or the next story arc. What would it be? I think Darth Maul was in there. I think Darth Maul was the main bad guy, if I'm correct. I'm not sure. Maybe he changed it. I don't know. But they would use that blueprint and legit follow that now if they want to make actually money. And yeah. The future of Star Wars may be heading toward a massive course correction. And if a new inside report is accurate, Disney could be preparing to split the controversial Star Wars sequel trilogy off into its own isolated timeline and remove it from the mainline Star Wars storyline. I would love that to happen, but it's impossible. You've created this world. You've been created this for like 10 years or now or such. It's been a long time, guys. Doing this, you created all these fan bases now, and you split the community of Star Wars fans. Actually, most Star Wars fans pretty much jumped ship already. But I don't know. This would be a huge course correction. This would be Hollywood's biggest course correction of all time. Straight up. They're like, everything that we did, just forget about it. All the shows, Mandalorian, everything is just wiped out. Everything's wiped out. And you start fresh. That's insane to do. That's how bad Star Wars is, that they have to wipe out the whole timeline and do that. That would be insane. That would be as insane as the multiverse with Marvel, where it's like the new Doomsday movies coming out. Just think phase 4 through 5 didn't happen. It's just Endgame and then Doomsday. That's how much they don't care anymore about the phases. According to an exclusive report that Park Place, WD Pro, a source close to Lucasfilm confirms internal discussions are underway to branch off the Star Wars sequel trilogy to effectively remove it from the primary continuity and allow future storytelling to pivot back towards legacy characters from the original films. If true, this would be one of the most dramatic franchise shifts in modern Hollywood history. And yeah, it's a lot here, guys. You could check it out on Geeks and Gamers. They have the full article here, but I just want to bring this up because this is insane if this is true. I want to believe this, but will it happen? Probably not. And if it does happen, this would be a middle finger to a lot of the new Star Wars fans. And a lot of this would be just pretty funny for the OGs. And be like, wow, so you're saying the EU stuff and the OG stuff telling these stories are what we were supposed to tell in the first place. Like, it would be a middle finger to even the actors who played these roles and be like, you remember that? Oh, yeah, it did not happen. Like, they literally have to say, Disney literally has to say, we fucked up. Straight up. We messed up so hard, and we see this with our fan base and what is happening, and we need to course correct now. If Disney says this, if Dave Filoni says this straight up, then you know They really are losing it. They really need to change fast and pivot fast now. Tell actually good stories. Now, we have that Ryan Gosling movie coming out, the Starfighter one. That could start make people more interested in Star Wars again. But will it? Probably not. But it seems like what I hear about it, it seems very interesting. Probably the most interesting Star Wars movie will be coming as that Starfighter one. That could be something to look forward to. Don't know, but I'm more interested in that than this Mandalorian Grogu one. But yeah, Star Wars is in a pickle right now, and they've been in a long time. Now it's just showing that they're in trouble. They're in trouble, and they're going to move fast, and they're going to have to rearrange stuff now and actually look at where is actually the money at. And like we saw the 2025 with all of them watching, it was the prequels and it was the OG. You can tell stories after the OG. You can with the children. You could tell way into the future with the children. You could tell stories with them. Kind of deal. With Luke, Luke hooks up, has a kid with Mara Jade, all that story. You can do that the EU style. Don't make him feel like a loner, all that. Han Solo and Princess Leia, they don't have a problem with their son where they become evil. All this story. They can have stories with those characters too, The daughter and son. Maybe they could have something that he pulls them to the dark side or whatever. They could have stories like that. But I don't know. And then there's a new threat. Roaming through the galaxy kind of deal. That could be interesting again. Something new, Something new. And the rebuild. Where was the New Republic? In the sequels, where is the New Republic? Because there's supposed to be the New Republic after Rebels won the war with the Empire. What is this resistance bullshit? It should have been the New Republic. They rebuilt the Republic. It's so bullshit. Bunch of bullshit. But yeah. That's Star Wars for you. Star Wars. I like Star Wars. I like Star Wars. Okay. Let's see. How are we doing with time? Here? Okay. Oh. Okay. Well, I think we can talk about the last topic, or you know what? There's still a couple here, but I'm not gonna go through all of this. I'm gonna talk about that maybe another time. Yeah, we're gonna talk about it another time. Yeah, we're gonna talk about this another time. There's too many topics to go through here. Yeah. I'm going to have to skip on some of these. I really do. I'm going to have to skip on some of these here. Fortunately, I'm going to have to skip on them. Let's see what we can talk about. I'll talk about just one of these. How about that? Just one of these. Real quick. Yeah, I'll talk about one of these. So here we go. This was, I thought, pretty funny and pretty based. Pirate Nation posted this. This is Hideki Kamiya. I'm sorry if I butcher his name. I'm not good with names. The director of Bayonetta video game series. He's also the creator of the OG Resident Evil 2. Pretty intense. Recently replied to a user on X. The fan described Bayonetta as an absolute LGBTQ plus icon and criticized Bayonetta 3 for trashing the legacy of the games and asked to Kamiya to return. Kamiya quoted the user post and responded, Idiot disappear. Hey, yo. Dude, no fucks given, dude. He's with a dude. How is she an LGBTQ anything, dude? It's straight up just normal sex. Don't you love it when a delusional people think they know better than the person who actually made the thing? It's so true. It's so funny. And I saw another one here. Like, what the hell do these people think? What are they on? Here's another one. Cult Classic Cage said this. Bayonetta is not an LGBT icon. She married a man, Luca, and had a baby, to which the LGBT obsessed weirdos had a major crash out about. Stop trying to hijack shit. It's weird when you think your fan fiction is canon. Hideki Kamiya did nothing wrong except tell the truth. Yep. And this was another one by Anime Trends. Hideki Kamiki tells a fan calling Bayonetta an LGBTQ icon to shut up. Hideki Kamiki just dropped the hottest take of the month and told off the fans who wanted to rewrite Bayonetta's canon. No, this is a base take. This is straight up just shut up. We don't give... How can we say it nicely to not offend you? No, that's not what it is. I wrote it like this, and you should just straight up just shut up. You're an idiot. Shut up. Disappear. A user tagged the creator calling the witch an LGBTQ icon and Kamira true to his aggressive style. It's not even aggressive. It's just shut the fuck up. Like, no one cares. Shut up. You are useless in this. This is a horrible question. I won't answer your question. This is horrible. Shot back brutally telling them to shut up. No, this is not brutal. This is just pure honesty. And if you got offended, you can tell that those people have never played the franchise. Yeah, because they're tourists. They're straight up tourists. They're straight up tourists. See, I don't know about Bayonetta, but I know for a fact Bayonetta is not any of the LGBTQs. Straight up. Straight up, I don't think she is. And it's true. She's not. So what the fuck? Cult Casiclage was right about this one. Hideki Kamiki has woken up and chosen chaos for like 2 days straight, and I'm here for it. That's funny. Yup, there you go. The picture's right there. Like, who cares, dude? Who cares? It's just straight up, oh, get away. This is a dumb take. Like, he should have said, this is a dumb take. I won't answer this dumb question, you know? Or something. This is a dumb question. I won't answer it. He could have said that, but he just said, disappear, shut up, and disappear. Oh, my God. He's just brutally honest, you know? Pretty based, though. Pretty based. Pretty based. Okay. We got a lot here to talk about with Star Fox, guys. We're going to go into the Star Fox conversation here. I don't even know where to start. I'll start with my post from Twitter. I posted about this Star Fox thing. All right, everyone. Nintendo just announced that a new Star Fox game is coming to Switch 2. But not just any ordinary Star Fox game, guys. We're getting a remake of Star Fox 64 or Super Nintendo version of the N64 version of the 3DS version of the Wii U version. 4 times in a row, we got this remade of the 64 version, pretty much. Star Fox. Well, Nintendo posted it, shadow dropped it with a direct on Wednesday night. I did watch it, I did see it, and the internet and myself have a lot to say about what is up with Star Fox. As a Star Fox fan myself, I've played pretty much almost all Star Fox games besides Starlink, I think. That was the only one. I played almost all the Star Fox games. I love Star Fox. Star Fox is an awesome franchise. I love how much it changed over the years. I do. I know some people are like, oh, 64 was peak. Yeah, it was good. I liked Star Fox 64. But I felt like the next evolution of Star Fox, what they tried with, with the GameCube era, given away to other companies, I thought was actually interesting. I know it didn't hit everyone 100%. I know it's very niche if you like it or not, but I thought that was the next good evolution, especially Assault. So here we go. Nintendo of Europe. This is Europe, but America also. Here we go. Fox McCloud had his crew. Fox McCloud and his crew are back in the cockpit for Star Fox. Again, generic name, just Star Fox, the restarting from the beginning again. A remake of the Nintendo 64 game, coming to Nintendo Switch 2 on June 25th. So I watched the thing, and I don't know if I'll watch it a little bit. I might just show some responses people have for this and what people think. But yeah, this is the cover of the game. I don't know what you guys think about it, Right, straight off the bat, the biggest complaint I see, even though it looks fantastic, it has wonderful graphics, it's the same game with more added to it, like a little bit more to it. The complaint that I see a lot of people talking, besides the character design, which I have a lot of talk about with the character design too, is that it's a fourth remake of a game. So you had the one for Super Nintendo, the first Star Fox. Then they remade it for N64, that one. And the N64 one was probably the best one yet. If it just stood there, it would have been fine. Then they had to remake it again on 3DS. Then they remade it again with Star Fox Zero on the Wii U, which was not a good version. It mechanically didn't work out well. And then this is the fourth one now on Switch 2 with Star Fox. This is why people are kind of upset, because it's the same game again and again. Even though it's a new coat of paint, it looks good. It's made from the ground up. Looks awesome. Even like landscape-wise, the R-Wings, all of these things look awesome. The space, combat, everything feels like OG Star Fox. Some of these characters look kind of weird, though. We're going to talk about that, too. The art design for these, I'm not digging, and a lot of people are kind of mixed on these art designs. And we're going to be going through those in and out. Now, I wanted a Star Fox game for such a long time. I even say it. I'm going to say it right here in my tweet. Where is it? I tweeted this out, too, about Star Fox. Right here. I said this. I've wanted a new Star Fox game for such a long time, but this one I have mixed feelings on. Everything looks great, besides being a fourth remake of the same game is pretty lazy. Doesn't move anything forward, even story-wise, doesn't move anything forward. And the art design of the characters, not a big fan. But hoping it works out. And then I posted, just because, why not? Hot take, I like these Star Fox games. There you go. So I posted Star Fox Adventure and Star Fox Assault. I think I like Star Fox Assault a little bit more, because I played that, I think, more. But Star Fox Adventure is a great game, too. It's not really a Star Fox game, per se, but it is still a fun-ass game, gameplay-wise. Same with Star Fox Assault. This is like The Legend of Zelda, Star Fox Adventure, and this is like Star Fox Halo, Star Fox Assault. And this is by Rare, and this is by Bandai Namco. And they were given this treatment to continue something with Star Fox, besides doing the same thing over and over, what Nintendo's doing. So, take that how you will. I think these games, even though some people hate on them, they don't like these games, I think they're fine. I think they're fine games. I like them for how different theirs. At least they were experimenting with Star Fox. And new Nintendo doesn't like to really experiment that much with Star Fox. They like to just keep it the same. If they made a game, they would just keep it the same as is. Again, with Star Fox. And just continue doing the same thing over and over. That's what they've been doing. That's the problem. But the designs is another thing that I'm not okay with. And we're going to read into this why a lot of people are not okay as well with that. Because it is just weird looking, to be honest. Not anything good to look at. I don't know where to start with this. Gameplay-wise, it looks fine. I thought it looks fine. It looks like the N64. I'm not hating on it that much. Gameplay-wise, looks fine. It just looks like DLSS 5 was turned on in Star Fox. And that's what we got. So here's one. Tone. Star Fox Direct official key art. Really enjoyed the art style. Great throwback direction to the original 93 designs. And here you guys are. Yeah, 93 design. I see a lot of people going with this 93 design thing. I don't remember like Fox Falco having these legs. I'm just saying. I think all of them had metal boots. Like most of the characters. The thing is, they even said they made them more animal realistic and not humanoid animals, you know, kind of thing. Because the thing was, I think they looked better when they were in that version. You know, the less realistic and more cartoony, I think is better for these characters than being realistic. Now they just made them animal hybrid. They're just animal creature hybrids. They don't have feet no more or boots to cover them up. Feeling like, yeah, they're still animals, but they have movement like a human style. Now they're just like the puppets almost from the OG, but just weirder. I don't know. I'm not digging it. Like it could be a thing where I get used to it over time. But just the feet in general, the legs, I think those are the worst parts about this whole thing. See, I would be okay with just the face models and the, you know, everything else. I think it's okay with the body proportions and everything. It's just the feet and the legs, dude. Like something about it is just weird. Like Slippy's the only one that actually is wearing like boots, normal boots. Because no one wants to see his fins or whatever, I don't know what's called. And then Peppy. But Peppy and Slippy look the best, I think, from these. Falco and Fox look the weirdest from all of these. I don't know. For me, personally. They look kind of weird. But yeah. Here is another version of them. Well, with the Star Fox Japanese site up, you can now see the team members' renders. Fox does not have digital grade feet, and they do look awkward. Maybe boots might have been better. Falco still looks good to me. I don't know about that. Peppy, not too bad. Yeah, Peppy's okay. And then Slippy, yeah, still wears boots. Yeah, that's fine. Yep. And then you have this Falco. Yeah, look at the chicken legs here. Right here. And then his normal boots and Smash Brothers. Like, what are we talking about here? What are we talking about? With the new update version of Star Fox 64, all the characters get more animal-like designs than before. Falco not only got a new makeover like the others, but for the first time, his legs are now bird-like instead of what he normally has. Yeah, that's kind of weird. Yeah. But yeah, the designs of these characters, let me show you up close here. Here you go, guys. That's how they look. Yep. Yep. We got more, guys. We got more here. Here we go. We got more of these. This is another one. Saw the latest Star Fox Direct today, and despite that it is another 64 remake, the story's narrative has been enhanced for the game. Yes, they added more cutscenes, and they've added a prologue with James McCloud, Fox's father, and all that. That's pretty cool, I guess. So they have added challenges. They added some sort of co-op feature to it where one person takes control of the ship and the other one takes control of the shooting. There's some little things here and there they did. And I don't have a problem with the designs. A true Star Fox fan will know that these are based on the SNES promo art. Even the logo is the SNES one. Again, I see this constantly, and this feels like just a cope, I think. Because we'll read this why this is a cope. Because the OG person himself who created these characters, he says he doesn't like these designs either. So there's a problem here. Yeah, they're trying to get that, but the problem is realistic doesn't mean it's better. They could have just left these as cartoon. There was this floating around. I remember someone, I think it was like the guy who did art for God of War. He created these characters if they were realistic. It feels like that. It was like a few years ago. It was on like Instagram I saw. And there was like fan projects where they looked super realistic. It looks like that they're doing. But I don't know about that, my good sir. No. For me, we need to swallow our pride for this one. They challenging us to see it was actually want a new non-64 game. So I'll take their challenge, and I hope that time passes. Maybe people see it too, but they don't have to like it. No, just help it succeed. Yeah, because if this succeeds, we get more Star Fox, which a lot of people like Star Fox in the Mario Galaxy movie, and his design looked fine. And they even showed it in the Direct. They showed clips of Star Fox and his team. And then remember that retrospective versions of all four characters in the movie they had. It was like an anime style. That looked better than this. That one looked better than this. So, again, I think people are just coping hard, and they're just saying, this is because of the Super Nintendo version. Even Mugen Lord, which I like Mugen Lord, he said this too. Wow, some people aren't digging the new style for Star Fox. I think it's dope to me. Nintendo seems to have taken inspiration from the original designs of the SNES game that started it all. Again, I like Mugen Lord and all, but yes, inspired. But guess what? This looked better. This looked like some sort of cartoon in the 90s where you watch like kind of like Stargate, Star Wars, like kind of like old cartoon styles, like 80s style too. It looks like that. This is not it, my man. This is not it. I don't dislike these designs, but what the fuck is this? Yeah. Like, the art style for Zero wasn't that bad that much. I agree. I would have wanted the anime style. Yeah, like the anime style for this, for Zero, was better. I'm seeing a lot of hate on the looks. I don't get it. I think it looks amazing. It will all go out the window once the game releases. Could be. It's probably just my point of view from seeing it like right from the start when the Direct. You see the cool R-Wings coming in. It's all like Star Wars, like music. It's you're in that world, and then you see Fox talking inside the cockpit, and you're like, "Hey, yo, what the fuck?"
Hey, yo,
literally.
What the fuck?
And I'm like, it just takes me out. I'm like, why do they look like that? Why do they look like that, you know? I don't know. Here we go. One guy changed a bit. Bigger eyes and less detailed fur makes a huge difference in the new Star Fox character designs. There is still time. Other than that, the game looks incredible. Opinions. So this is the original. And this is what he did. So you see, Fox, you can see it the most. Where the eyes look better than this when he has the more realistic. It's more cartoony. Same with Falcon. Falco looks the same. A tiny bit different, but it's pretty much the same. Slippy looks the same. Peppy looks a little different, more cartoony here too. A little bit better. A little bit better. Fox definitely looks better, for sure. So, yeah, people are trying to fix it with AI and stuff now because, whew, it's rough. It's a bit rough, guys. It's a bit rough. Here's another one, Eric. Not everything in video games has to look hyper-realistic, and Star Fox is a clear example of that. There you go. Fox McCloud. Dude, I don't know how they fucked this up this much. I don't know. I'm not digging it. It's like a Fantastic Fox kind of style, you know? It's kind of weird. Yeah, not really digging it per se. And then this was another one, Fox Gungrave. We're on the 4th remake of the original Star Fox, the 2nd of the 64 episode. The character designs are fucking gross, and Fox is disgusting, especially compared to the Super Mario Galaxy version from last month. Even though I did not like that, it was better. Fuck. Just do a remaster Adventure and Assault if you can't be bothered to make a new game. That's also true. So this is a little glimpse of it. Just listen to the music. That's Star Wars, just the beginning. This feels like Star Wars. This is Corneria. The music's good. They're in the clouds. Dude, what a vibe.
Atmospheric entry.
Oh my god.
Huh? No!
What is going on? Yeah, literally got a jump scare after that. What the hell?
Complete. Extend the wings.
Oh my goodness. And you could do the face thing, movement. I don't know if you guys know about that. You can move your face with these characters in the camera you get for the Switch 2. And it's just like a filter, and you can move your mouth and your face, and you're blinking your eyes. It's weird. Yeah, jump scare. Woo! Woo! Jump scare. I pooped a little bit.
G-diffuser systems check. Sound off, team.
Slippy.
Woo!
So.
Actually, Slippy's okay. He's too shiny, though. Someone turn off DLSS 5 off, please. He's too shiny.
So good.
Peppy looks fine. Peppy looks fine. Slippy and Peppy look all right. They look fine. It's just Falco and Fox.
Go. Falco here. G-diffuser seems
And a lot of
fine.
people like James McCloud because he has the sunglasses and you can't see his eyes, so it looks better in that version.
Let's go already. Enemy targets up ahead. Let's rock and roll.
Rock and roll. I just played that Blue Skies game, and that looked better. The character designs for those characters, and they're going to be talking realistic versions too on the bottom. Yikes. That looked better stylized-wise with that. The Blue Skies game, I forgot what it's called. Blue Sky something. It's like it's an indie version of Star Fox. And I like the character designs for that more than this one. I also like the cel-shaded style for it too. It looked really cool. And I think Star Fox in that would have been nice. This looks cool when it's in this motion, like this motion where they're flying, shooting and stuff. It's just when the characters in the tiny thing, it's like, okay. But when they're actually like close up, they look kind of weird.
What you're seeing is footage of the game in action.
Looks pretty dope,
While
like the
stage
world.
layouts have been
Now
kept
this
the
part
same, the
looks
visuals
really
have received
easy because it's the beginning part of the game, obviously. So a lot of people are like, "Oh, this looks babyfied." It's like, no, it's gonna get harder.
a major upgrade.
Slippy, stay in formation.
It's a really good rail shooter game.
Is also back.
It's one of the probably one of the kings of like rail shooting games.
Big bogey on your tail.
That's super fun.
Cover me while I fine-tune my sensors. Oh, you got him? Thanks, Fox.
We need your help, Star Fox.
Oh
Hey
gosh,
there, General.
Fox.
You seem a little on edge. But as it happens, my team's
This
available
is
to
Fox
deploy
McCloud, leader of the Star Fox Mercenary Squad.
I don't want this
Prep the-
character in Smash Brothers. Please don't put this Fox in
our
Smash.
wings. We've got a job to do, Star Fox. We're gonna take the system back from Andross, one planet at a time.
I don't want these characters in Smash.
Falco-
Please, if they add these characters, it's gonna look gross.
Lombardi is their ace pilot and Fox's rival.
Sounds perfect. There's no way Andross would expect us to launch an assault there.
Imagine
Go for another-
Crystal in this too. Oh my. Dude, when they continue the stories, Crystal's gonna look so weird.
Challenge, Fox.
Scans are showing unidentified energy emanating
I
from
think
within.
the humanoid animals were better than the realistic versions of them, but they have human proportion trying to be, but also very animalistic. I think that's what I'm not digging. I think the human versions of them is fine, but when they're like this, I don't know.
Toad is the team's engineer extraordinaire.
Incredible! Do you realize how rare it is to experience a stable
hair? Is there
Yeah, so this is just a
on their
glimpse of it,
shoulders.
but the gameplay looks good. Everything else looks good for this game. Besides the design and there we go. Character renders. We have more here. Star Fox. It's the Carfax. Carfax. It looks like Star Fox on drugs. That's crazy, dude. Yeah, I'm getting flashbacks. Yep. Sonic. Yep. Actually, it's returned to the original game package. Oh my god. It's like, bro. No. Stop hating on it. I love Nintendo. Stop it. Like, dude, this is a normal criticism that art design is very important. It's kind of sad that the original Uncanny Star Fox looks better. Here we go, the new one, and this is the old one. Yeah, looks better. They're like, oh, it's trying to be inspired by it. Then and try to copy it. Why is it so different then? I don't know. Who's making this Star Fox game? Who's making this one? Is it Monosoft or whatever with the Xenoblade guys who helped with Legend of Zelda? Because we find out now the leaks were true. The leaks with Star Fox. Because remember they said Star Fox will be announced in April, a game, but it got pushed to like beginning of May. And we're getting it in June. He said summertime, the leaker. And then they said that there's another Star Fox game that it's going to be a brand new one. It's going to be like an adventure style Star Fox. So Star Fox Adventure or Assault, because they do mention that and Smash Brothers at the end of the presentation. So interesting enough for that. And now people are worried since like these don't look that good. Is the Ocarina of Time remake that was leaked, is that going to be now realistic like this? I don't know. Like the Unreal Engine style. I don't know. I hopefully it's still cartoony in some areas. I don't know. Like, would a realistic Legend of Zelda look better than a realistic Star Fox? I don't know. I really don't know. It's hard to tell. It's really hard to tell with animations. This is why sometimes leaks can help a game and leaks can destroy a game. So it's like you get both worlds because now people are questioning. They better not screw up Ocarina of Time remake. They better not, because I'm very excited to see what they do with that one. I'm excited about that one. Here it is, Star Fox over the years. So we got the first one. We got the N64, which you could also use Super Smash Brothers on 64. We got Adventure. He has his guns out, pretty much. It's a vest. Then we have Assault, which some people hate Assault. I don't. This is Star Fox Zero, if I'm correct. No, this is Star Fox Zero. These are both Star Fox. Wait. Yeah, this is Star Fox. No, this is Star Fox Command. I think this is Command, which is not canon. I had that game on DS. I didn't like it as much. It was fine, but it wasn't my favorite game. Star Fox Command. That one looks pretty good. He's kind of mad there, though. Star Fox Zero looks good. I think the best version of Star Fox is in Smash Brothers Ultimate. Straight up. This one looks the best right here. This is the best one. On the bottom left. And then you have the Super Mario Galaxy movie in the middle right here in the bottom. That looks actually pretty good too. And then we have this. This one is the most different. It feels like they fused Adventures and then the OG. Almost. They fused the Adventures one and the OG. That's what it feels like. Yeah. Yeah, that's how it looks like. Yep. Because he doesn't have the metal helmet on the back anymore in the front too, or the back. They took away that one. You could see from over time, they took away the metal helmet. So yeah. Very interesting with that. Because I saw things about, there were people like posting like differences of what would they look like if they had boots on. And it looks so much better with the boots. They like reanimated or redid the art style so much better. Every new Star Fox character design compared to the recent versions. So here we go. Star Fox. There's Fox. Falco. Slippy. I like the old ones better. Wolf. Yeah, Wolf. Oh, the monkey guy, Andrew, or whatever his name is. Okani. Pigma. Leon. Leon looks realistic here. What the heck is this on top? Leon. Cat. The dog guy. The dog guy's okay. Pepper looks good. The dog here. James looks good. Yeah. And then Andros. Andros looks he looks scary no matter what. Even realistic version of Andros is scary. Or the old version of him. And not including Star Fox Adventure. That was horrifying at the very end when you fight Andros. That was pretty scary too, guys. Like this. This is it. That's horrifying too. Yeah. Yep. So yeah. Let's see. There's another one here. Jack really hoping the new Star Fox remake performs exceptionally well, so to the point that the development team get greenlit to do an F-Zero remake to the same standard. See, F-Zero with these graphics, I wouldn't mind because they're actually human beings. Animalistic characters just look weird with realism. I don't know. I would be okay with F-Zero completely. I think it would look so sharp, so good looking. F-Zero, I would say F-Zero X I would do. F-Zero X or GX, one of those. An F-Zero X remake would actually go hard as go hard. Yeah, F-Zero GX would be, or F-Zero X would be sick. F-Zero X is my favorite. GX is also good. Super Nintendo's good, but it's like, it's a little outdated now. Okay, and then we got this one. And this is the craziest one yet. I think this is very important. This destroys all these people that are like, this looks good. And like, they're coping and they're like, no, this is good. I'm sucking Nintendo off. I really like this. Like, bruh. That, it still looks good. It's, again, guys, this is a $50 game digitally and a $60 game physically. So it's actually not too bad of a price. I would have preferred more 40 to 50, but it's a pretty decent, hefty thing you're getting. You know, it's not a long game, Star Fox in general, 64 version. So doing all the challenges, and there's a multiplayer mode, there's a battle system mode. So you're going to have a lot there for $50 or $60. So it's not 70 or 80. So that's already a good part, you know, about this. But here we go. This is by Eurogamer. I suppose this is what happens when I'm not overseeing it. Star Fox original artist Redcon's Fox McCloud's design is better in Super Mario Galaxy movie than it is in the Switch 2 game.
Holy shit.
The artist himself agrees that this design is not that good. The one in Mario Galaxy is better. That's insane. I want to read this article. I'm going to click on it. I don't like Eurogamer, but I'll click on this. Okay. It says, I suppose this is what happens when I'm not overseeing it. There you go. The former Nintendo art director, the original designed the Star Fox character in the 90s, has admitted he prefers the recent Super Mario Galaxy film design of Fox McCloud to the newly announced games. Dude, if you tell people this, they will be like, oh no, but they look like that. He's just saying because he's trying to be like the other people that are hating on it. He's on the hate train. It's like, no. He created the design of these characters. Like, bro. Takeya Imura is a bit of a Nintendo legend, having designed characters including Captain Falcon and The Legend of Zelda's middle-aged and fairy-oppressed Tingle, to name just two. But for many, he is most famous for designing Star Fox Enography animal leads. Did you know Imura used Shigeru Miyamoto as his inspiration for Fox McCloud? There you go. Did not know that. But while Imura is no longer at Nintendo, it's clear that its time there meant a great deal to him. And he still often comments on the likes of Star Fox on his social media channels. So he comes in, no surprise, following last night's reveal of Star Fox for Nintendo Switch 2, artists had some thoughts. To me, to be clear, Imura was not a part of the newly announced Star Fox 64 remake or its character designs. He said as much as while replaying as a fan on X, but even so, the artist began the day by saying how proud he was to see Star Fox 64 get a remake treatment and thanking Miyamoto in the process. There you go. He's still thankful for it, though. When asked his thoughts on the new character design, he then replied, I suppose this is what happens when I'm not overseeing it. So pretty much he's saying, I wish I worked on it because they don't look that good to me. It's like, I wish I was there taking care of it. I do think the concept is good, though, translated by that, but I think it's still okay. Imura went on to say that while he believes the version of Fox McCloud to be good its own right and has a clear direction, he personally thinks Illumination's character Super Mario Galaxy movie was better. I prefer the film version, he stated. These character designs in Star Fox, the new one, has been somewhat controversial. You don't say. And since the Switch 2 remake was announced, many have shared their disappointment with how the character appears in the game. While some have no issue with Star Fox Crew's new look, others have been less complimentary with response, ranging from Falco's face looks too human-like. No, I don't see that, but okay. I'm sorry, but I hate the new hyper-realistic approach to the Star Fox characters. Yep. Always from these divisive designs, though there is one thing many people can agree on. How are we getting yet another version of the same game again? Yep. Star Wars is a release year later this year on the 25th of June. There you go. So, small little article there by Eurogamer. And yeah, so even the directors like, or the creator of these designs are like, I'm not really feeling it. The Super Mario Galaxy movie was a bit better. Let's just say that. But yeah, I think that's pretty much it for Star Fox there, guys, for today. I think we went through everything. Yep, we went through everything. So, all right, we went through everything, guys. How we doing? With time? Let me see how this live stream's doing. All right. We're doing okay. Okay. All right. I think we're doing okay. We're in the 2-hour mark. All right, guys. I'm gonna finish it here, guys. That's it for the stream today, guys. I hope you guys have a good one. We had a lot of topics to go through, but I went through all of them. What do you guys think about Star Fox, Star Wars, GameStop with eBay thing, all those things? Let me know, guys, everyone. Comments, everyone, chats, everyone that is following. Remember, like, sub before you leave. I appreciate all of you for coming, lurking, watching, anything, supporting the channel. I thank you so much again, guys. I appreciate all of you for doing that. And yeah, I hope you guys have a good weekend. And I will be seeing you when I see you in the next one. So I will let you guys know. I'll let you be I'll post when I go live or anything. I'll let you guys know and ahead of time. And sorry again about being a little late today. It's more of a later stream. But yeah, that should be it for me today, guys. Let's get rolling with this ending here. Have a good one. I'll see you in the next one, guys.
Are you not entertained?